Good morning, good day, or good evening, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Today's video is going to be a replacement for our grass starter. While I definitely loved Melaphant and adore him completely, I made him back when I had different directions for the other two starters, and so he doesn't really fit anymore. Not to mention I'm having a hard time turning him from into a 3-stage and not just a 2-stage. So today's video is a redo of our grass starter, and let's just get right into it. To start off, I was going to try to go down like the rodent path, or just mammal in general. And I doodled a raccoon a couple of times, but for the freaking life of me, no matter how many times I drew that raccoon, it just looked too much like Meowscarada. So I abandoned it and started doodling this little chipmunk slash squirrel guy. Now my default style is kind of Disney. It's not really Disney. I wasn't a Disney child really, but I love cartoons. So I didn't like the style of that drawing, so we're gonna Pokify it a little bit. I used pictures of Pachirisu and Emolga, and I want to say like Pikachu and Togedemaru, basically all the Pika clones. I just used pictures of those because those happen to be like most of the mice type Pokemon that we have, rodents and such. So I tried to not look too much like Pachirisu, but in the end, a squirrel is a squirrel. But I hope my concept and everything kind of like shines through a little bit. So I wanted to go with like a grass squirrel, and the inspiration for this was a tufted squirrel. So this is a squirrel, or like a long-haired squirrel, whatever you want to call it. Those are the ones with like long-haired ears, and the ones with like really long whiskers. And they usually are like bright red or black. I think they might also come in gray. But I liked that idea because it gave me like the idea of doing like a big fluffy red squirrel, and him being red, I can make him more of like an autumn type, like a fall inspired, like foliage based like squirrel. And then the second part was I also wanted him to be like an aroma type Pokemon. Like, so his tail there is made of like bushy material, and I was thinking like cinnamon, because there's a lot of cinnamon colored squirrels. So he can like shake his tail. Like, basically they smell like cinnamon and persimmon. Persimmon. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, so yeah, this is my squirrel based off of persimmon and cinnamon trees. Still our playful starter, still our little joyful little guy there, but I really like the idea of pretty much like being able to like how a dog or most mammals will shake their fur to kind of like dry it off. He could do that to spread a scent or spores or like whatever have you. Like, I just liked the whole idea. And then I was gonna do cheek pouches, but I mean, it's a squirrel, he's a rodent. I think it's kind of implied at this point that they all have cheek pouches. Not to mention I didn't want to go too obvious Pika Clone, so I moved them up to the eyes. And here we have it. Squinamon. He's the persimmon squirrel. I have a hard time saying that. His ability is Aroma Haze, so it makes all scent-based moves always hit. And the hidden ability is going to be Leafy Coat, so all normal attacks become grass types. So like tackle, what have you. Squinamon. These joyful Pokemon can be found all over the mountain forests of the region. You can always tell when a Squinamon is near due to the overwhelming smell of persimmon and cinnamon wafting through the air. Curious and playful, they spend most days preparing for winter by stashing berries. The only time a Squinamon becomes aggressive is when their stash is threatened. However, they do willingly share it with their friends. So this is my new grass starter for the region. I hope you enjoyed it. I, again, really love Melaphant, but he wasn't quite fitting into my spot where I wanted him. So here we have it. This is going to be my new starter, and I've actually already drawn the second stage, so that video should be out actually rather quickly. But hope you liked it. If you did, then give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then hit that subscribe button, and I will see you later. Thank you. Bye.